So GB News were kind enough to broadcast live from the Court of Appeal in London Tommy Robinson's appeal against his sentence. Now, he is currently serving an 18-month sentence at HMP Woodhill in Milton Keynes. And this is for what they say is a contempt of court after breaching an injunction by repeating allegations against a Syrian schoolboy. Now, he's been held in segregation since his transfer from, I think it was HMP Belmarsh back in November, and this is primarily for his own safety due to credible threats against his life. Now, allegedly a lifer, someone who's in prison for life, has planned to end him, and 2 other inmates plotted to do him over for notoriety. And so, for those reasons, the governor at HMP Woodhill has kept him isolated from general population. Now, according to those who visit him, he spends 21 hours a day in his cell, with 3 hours allowed out for activities like gym access, showers, recreational, and other things. Now, he is a Category C civil prisoner, and that means he should have more privileges than typical inmates, including 2 hours of visitor time, 4 times a week in a comfy room, where he can bring in food from the canteen, etc. He's had quite a few social visits and apparently engages in weekly Bible study sessions. And he's even got a cleaning job by all accounts, and he does this 3 times a week. But the thing is, Tommy Robinson shouldn't be in his cell. Now, the hearing today was meant to be a quick appeal to get him out of prison. Basically, I don't think he should be there at all, as do many others. But however, as you can see in the screen in front of you, the 3 judges presiding here, they decided to delay their judgment for another day. And, you know, as my thumbnail suggests, justice delayed is justice denied. And he's been denied justice because he reckons his segregation is politically motivated and detrimental to his mental health, citing conditions like ADHD and complex PTSD, which he says are exacerbated by isolation. And isolation does that to you. I worked with prisoners in the criminal justice system for 11 years, and I've seen what being locked up does to people, even hard men. You know, it really does break them. Now, his legal team argued back in March that the segregation breaches his human rights, but the court dismissed this, stating there's no evidence of inhumane treatment or intent to break him. But segregation and solitary confinement is, in my opinion, though I'm not an expert, mental torture. They are torturing the fella. Tommy Robinson has been a bogeyman for the establishment and the left since he started speaking out against things which you're not allowed to speak out against. I mean, it's a civil matter. What the hell is a guy who breached a civil injunction doing in a Cat C jail? At the very most, put him in an open prison or put him under house arrest with a tag. I mean, he's a danger to no one. So anyway, that's the latest. It was meant to be an appeal against his sentence. However, the judges have delayed their judgment, so I reckon they've gone back to the government. And I think, sadly, Tommy Robinson will stay where he is until his release in July this year, I do believe. Correct me in the comments. They don't want this guy out for obvious reasons, and it'll upset a certain community if he is. This really is an injustice. Anyway, there we go. I'm Paz49. Thanks for watching, and until the next time, Roger Trout.